Hey everybody, Tony Gohart here once again, and today we're going to be doing something different. I'm going to get into 5 different albums that you should check out if you're just getting into punk rock. There's a whole spectrum when it comes to punk rock, because there is really heavy songs, really light songs, some fall into more of a psychobilly, some into ska, some borderline right there at metal. So there's different types, different subgenres, if you will. And I'm gonna go into those. I'm gonna try and pick 5 that are, different, not all street punk, not all hardcore, not all skate punk. So I'm gonna get into that. There's gonna be some that you would probably think, oh, well, this one should also be on this list, but that's why I'm trying to space it out and get into different ones, because that way you get a bit of different flavor for each one. So we're gonna jump right into 5 different bands that you should check out, 5 different albums you should check out. Alright, I'm out here at the Science Center, and it's a little windy, so you might not be able to hear. I might have to redo this one, but we're going to jump into it with the first one. It's going to be the 1994 album from NoFX, Punk in Drublic. We're out here in public, and we are punk. I am not drunk though, because I am driving. Anyway, this album spans across a whole a whole bit of different genres and stuff. It's got some ska songs in there, some punk songs. So it's got songs like Scavenger Type, or Rico, I think it was called. That one was one of the slow songs. It was pretty good though, really well written. My Heart is Yearning, another one that sounded kind of Spanish. It was really good. And they put a whole bunch of different instruments in there. I think there was some steel drum, trumpets and stuff like that came out really good. And then there was The Bruise, which was one that I had covered with one of my bands. The first show that I ever played, we had covered The Bruise, and it was awesome. It was just fun to play that one, just live and having fun with it. Then there's other songs on there too, like Don't Call Me White. They've got, some political, very skate punk though. Very good album to listen to, and like I said, it spans across a whole lot of different types of music. So check that one out if you have a chance. And then we're going to jump into the next one, which is going to be Anti-Flag's New Kind of Army. So this album, released in 1999, has not a whole lot of variety. It's more like the stapled sound for Anti-Flag, and it's got a catchy, kind of poppy, fun, childish song, Captain Anarchy. And that one is just awesome, really fun to sing along to. It also has New Kind of Army, which is the title track, and that one you just can't escape the vocals. They just like grab you and draw you in. So that one is also on there. And then there's several other songs on this album that are all really good, really well done. And like I said, the vocals just drag you in, and his voice is just like unmatched. So you're gonna give that one a check out. It's I think about 13-14 songs. I'm not too sure on how many are on there, because normally I'll just put it on, listen to it from beginning to end. So check that one out, Anti-Flag's New Kind of Army. And then after that one, we're gonna get a little crusty, get a little dirty, because we're gonna be getting into Leftover Crack's Fuck World Trade. So this 2004 album is the second album from Leftover Crack. And with Leftover Crack, it's like a big soap opera. They always have so much shit that they're going through, and so many things that just like fuck up along the way. But this isn't going to be a whole detailed thing about Leftover Crack. This is about the album, which is just like cemented their signature ska-core sound. And there's a lot of good songs on there, like One Dead Cop, one of my favorite ones, Gang Control. Everybody knows that song. It's a Morning Glory cover, and that one is just amazing. They kept it kind of the same, but it is good. It is very good. There's also other songs on there, like I think there was Life is Pain was on there, and just like a whole bunch of good songs that were awesome. Some of them had a different feel. Some were kind of slower. They had a lot of pianos and stuff in there, and everything in there was just amazing. They're very political, very you know, fuck this, fuck that. Obviously, title, fuck World Trade, and it's pretty crusty, very crusty. So yeah, you're gonna get a little dirty when you're listening to that one. And then we're gonna jump into the next album that I'm gonna list off is going to be Social Distortion's Mainliner. Alright, so for this album, released in 1995, it's got songs from 1981 in there, because the reason for that is some of them were recorded you know, back then as B-sides and rarities and other things like that. So a lot of them are from 81, and so that's why it's called Mainliner Wreckage from the Past, because it was released in 95, but it's all their old stuff, kind of like a greatest hits or early years, if you will. But it was released then, and you know, contains all those songs. It's got some of my favorite songs on there, like 1945. The very first show that I played, we had opened with that song, 1945, because it has that drum intro that's just awesome to start off with. So we started off with that, and then it's got other songs on there too, like that cover, Under My Thumb, which is a really good one. I really like that song a lot, like a lot. I like that one a lot more than the original. But yeah, so then there's Under My Thumb, and then it's got, you know, various other songs on there. And then to top it all off, my favorite song on there, Mass Hysteria. It's the fastest one that just kicks straight in, goes all the way through, and just rips all along. So give that one a check out. Social D's, Mainliner, Wreckage from the Past. Alright, so I'm sitting in the car now. We're just getting home, and we're just going to jump into this next album, which is probably one of my favorite albums from any band, from any genre really, is The Casualties' Die Hards. This 2001 album has a lot of songs that I really liked. A lot of songs that, you know, I still listen to a lot. Nightmare, which is the first one on the album. I had done a cover of that song with one of my bands. I think it was the second band that I was in. Yeah, it's got to be the second band. Probably the first. I'm not too sure if I did it with that band also, but I did a cover of Nightmare. And then there's just a lot of good songs on there too, like City Council, Ruining It All. I think This Your Life was on there. It's very straightforward, like just very start to finish, very hardcore street punk. It's a short album, but you know, that's one of the things about street punk rock in general, is that the songs are going to be short, the album's going to be short. I think it was one of the Ramones that said that the songs aren't really short, the songs are actually long, they just happen to be played really, really fast. So I don't know how true that is or not, but I think it's like maybe 30 minutes for the entire thing. But yeah, it's really good. They also have a tribute to the Ramones on there called Made in NYC. It has a whole different feel to it. I guess they were trying to make it a little more Ramonesy, but add a bit of a Casualties feel to it. And that one was really good. I like that one a lot, actually, because it is different. Instead of just listening to the same kind of tunes over and over, that one, it strayed a little bit. And it didn't go too far, like too far away from their regular sound. So that was pretty cool. Alright, so that was the video. 5 bands, 5 albums that you should check out if you're just getting into punk rock. That whole thing went across the board, from skate punk, political punk, like hardcore street punk, and you know, just around there. So that way you can get a good feel. If you thought there was something that should have been on there that I didn't get to, just drop it down in the comments. And then you know, check out some of my other videos. If you like the video, hit that like button. Want to subscribe, leave a comment like I said, and stick around for the next one.